When Jesus says, "Why do you call me good?" in Mark chapter 10, he's not denying his goodness. He's confronting misplaced authority. In Mark chapter 10, verse 17, a rich man runs up to Jesus and he says, "Good teacher, tell me what I must do to inherit eternal life." And Jesus' response is interesting. He says, "Why do you call me good? No one is good except God alone." Now, at first, this sounds confusing until we understand what Jesus is actually doing here. And here's the theological reality that most people miss in this. Jesus is forcing this man to decide whether he's a teacher or if he's God himself. So calling Jesus good was polite, but calling him God, that would require surrender. So Jesus is saying, if you're going to call me good, you need to understand what that means. Because goodness belongs to God alone. And if Jesus is truly good, then he's not just some moral guide. He's the rightful authority over this man's life and our lives as well. And that's why Jesus immediately moves from the commandments to this man's idol. He says, "Sell everything that you have and follow me." Now, this isn't about money. It's about what ruled over the man, which was wealth and money. That was his God. So the man wanted eternal life without surrendering control to his idol, what his God was. And Jesus exposed it. But here's the deep truth. You can admire Jesus without submitting to him. You can call him good, you can respect his teachings, and you can even selectively obey some of his commands. But ultimately, you can still refuse his authority. So Jesus doesn't argue with this man. He invites him to follow him because admiration doesn't save. Allegiance does. So the man walked away sad, not because Jesus asked too much, but because self-rule cost this man everything. So Jesus wasn't rejecting the title good. He was asking, do you actually know what that means? Because if Jesus is good, then he's God, and God doesn't negotiate terms. So Mark chapter 10 isn't about money. It's about authority. It's about idols. It's about what rules over us. And Jesus isn't just good. He's God, and he demands surrender. Follow for more.